Okay, I was like debating. I was like, start, don't start, don't start. Okay, no, but on a real note, on the realest note, I was like, I just randomly got the insight to do a tarot reading. It's like weird because the moment like I clicked on the thing, I got like a insights. Okay. I think I purposely like started to write things down just because like I had a feeling like train of thought was gonna be lost in the process of doing this video. So I don't know why I felt called to spray that. Okay. So I feel like it's this energy of like the challenge is like the distractions. So I feel like whatever you may be facing right now, it's like you're going through a lot of circumstances where there's just a lot of distractions coming to you, trying to disturb what you're building for yourself. But what I'm getting from this is that the more that you focus on your internal world, the more you focus on curating your internal world, like the more you focus on like creating the space in the environment in the world that you want to embody internally, the more that it's going to start projecting and reflecting externally. So it's like really the energy of like, and then sometimes I get this note to be like, does that make sense? But then in the back of my head, I'm answering my own question. I'm like, yeah, that makes fucking sense, girl. That makes sense. The more you create the energy internally of what you want to embody and what you want to be, the more the confusion and the distractions get quieter, because all you really need to really like create a circumstance that's more of what you want is you literally create mini goals or circumstances or like lists and like things, or you focus on things that you want and you kind of focus on that energy and prioritize that energy. And sometimes we can get so distracted in the external world. The external world gets so loud to the point where like it redirects us from where we want to go, and the distractions get so loud to the point like the distractions get so loud to the point where like it makes you go off your path. But that's why you need to have certain things in check to like keep you in that energy, right? Keep you in the energy of where you're trying to go. That doesn't mean you can't cry. That doesn't mean you can't have fun. That doesn't mean that, you can't be enjoying yourself and enjoying your life. But if you are trying to get to a certain circumstance or a certain goal, that does take action. And I think we fear that part as human beings, because certain actions literally like, because I'm getting this energy of like sometimes the actions come from the very version of you that you want to, like the very version of you wouldn't be fearful of certain actions that you have to take in order to create that circumstance. And sometimes the manifestation doesn't come because you can't create it, because it's 100% can be created. It's because you aren't able to maintain a certain version of you long enough to hold that thing forever, like for how long you want to hold it for. Think of it as like this. If you want a new car, right? I'm just putting out an example. You're trying to manifest a car, right? But you tend to be late on your, like, you tend to struggle with saving. You tend to have this impulse to like spend. You tend to like move in a way that just, okay, I'm trying to think like, you got things going on in circumstances that creates resistance. And like when you would get the car, you would be in this old identity. If you got the car in the identity that you are in now. Oh, there's a yellow bird. I've never seen a bird that looked like that before. There may be something coming in you never, like something different. But like I said, the reason, like, you have, like, so if you, I got distracted. So like if you want that car, you have to become the version of you that can maintain a car, that can keep up with like cardinals, whatever circumstance, like keep up with what you have to do in order to maintain that thing. And that's why certain actions come up, and that's why certain things fall apart, because it's asking you, it's wanting you to turn into that version of you that's able to maintain it and become it. And that is when it kind of comes to you. Because I think I even wrote this down like somewhere. I wrote down like some type of quote. I wrote down some type of quote. I'm gonna find her, don't worry. Because I really feel called to say her. Oh. You get your manifestations when you become that person who can maintain it. So when a challenge happens, it's an opportunity for change and a leap in the direction of your manifestation. Not saying that all challenges mean like, evolution. Sometimes it's just a challenge. But if you really want to become the version of you that you're setting in that manifestation, you have to direct yourself towards the actions. Of course, it is amazing to consume the right content, to do your subliminals, to do your affirmations, to do your Reiki, whatever energy. I like to do it all. Whatever energy, that positive mindset, do that, because that can help put you in that direction, right? But the action also falls into place because, action is like, and like when I say this, I hope I'm not like making you feel like you have to like overwork yourself. No, there is definitely a balance at play. Your feminine energy and your masculine energy are supposed to work together. They're not supposed to be like one's working more than the other. You get what I mean? So you want to make sure that they're balanced. Like your creativity could be you opening up the door to like just receiving things that align to your path, information that aligns to your path, doing things that are fun that helps align you to your path. And then from there will be aligned action and steps that you naturally start to take and become. And then what I get is like it's not even the energy of like the actions are the difficult part. I think what the energy is telling me right now is that sometimes it gets very uncomfortable and triggers come up, and like the old identity starts to scream at you and starts to like to get you to revert back. Because when you start to change it up, for the first couple of days it could be probably really easier. The first couple, whatever, however manifestation work for you, it can be very easy to maintain a certain identity. But then the old identity is saying, wait a minute, I don't know this fucking person. Who the fuck are you? And from there, the old identity starts to like pop up internally and externally, because you start to change. When you start to change, the external world is like, wait, hold on, what's going on? This internal is reflecting a whole new version of herself. This person is reflecting a whole new version of themselves. So like, I'm really confused as to what's going on and what's happening and what's going on with the mind. I haven't even put the cards. We're straight channeling, okay? Straight channeling. Okay, so, I wanted to say this so bad. In the beginning, noise. Okay, I was saying this. I was like writing this stuff down as I was walking, kind of like channeling as I was walking, and it was like, what I was saying is like, there was so much noise before I got to the park, before I got into like the area that I'm in now. It was so many people. It was so noisy. It was so loud. And then as I started to walk, the more I walked to where I was going to my destination, it got more quieter. So I'm getting like there in the beginning there may be a lot of distractions popping up, solely because it's trying to take you off your path. But as long as you focus, you keep redirecting your focus, it's not saying that you'll never be turned off your path, right? The goal is not to never be turned off your path. The goal is to keep returning back. That's the goal. The goal is to keep returning back Return, return, return. If you fall, return, get back up. If you fall, get back up. If you fall, get back up. That, you see what I'm saying? I feel like people misunderstand a lot of stuff, like when it comes to discipline, when it comes to devotion, when it comes to all that stuff. The striving is not to like never fuck up. It's not that. It's to return back to the version of yourself you're trying to be repeatedly when you do fall, or when you do make the mistake, or when you do revert to an old energy and an old identity. That's what you do. You return back. You come back. You like, bitch, I'm back though. I remember I'm coming back. You remember you come back. Okay. Ooh! Okay. Ooh. Harvest logs of stones. Oh, I need this clarified. Disobedience. I wrote that down because I saw like kids playing, and then the parents was like, this is just me, like, and then the parents was like, I don't want you up there. Get down from there. Get down. And then it just made me think of like how the whole time you're having fun, you're in your own little world, you're in your own reality, you're kind of creating from that fun and from that abundant place. And then people kind of like take you off your pedestal and make you feel down and make you feel sad, and tell you and try to control you and try to tell you to be a certain way or act a certain way, or you know what I mean? So it's like I get this energy of like you be on your high steps, you be feeling good about yourself, you be in this good energy, and then something tries to bring you down and drag you down and make you feel like you're not deserving of whatever energy you're in or you're embodying. And I'm sitting here to tell you, like, when that comes up, that is just proof that you are in the right direction and you're on the right path. That doesn't mean that you should be going through that every single time you're I feel like you're gonna always deal with people who criticize you if you're changing, because that's just you know how life goes. But what the thing is that I'm getting is like, it will get easier. It will get easier as you repeat it. Not saying it will never hurt again. It may hurt, but you mean everything to you. You should mean everything to you. You should be the most important person in your life. Yes. I don't know why, but the Spirit's calling me to say this, like, you are so heard and you are so seen, and whatever you're going through, it's not gonna drag you down. You're not getting dragged down. You're not going down. You are only going through the ripples of life, right? Time is not linear, nor is life. You don't just, there's dips. There's dips in life. I know people like to reflect this type of energy where it's like, you know, there's never downs, but there is downs. Even the most positive people go through downs, but they just get back up quicker. That's more of the difference. It's not that no one ever faces downs. It's just that they tend to, that their mindset leads them into a different path. Like, that's why I said mindset, focus on the internal first. Yes, it's very much important before you take certain actions to focus on your internal and to build a relationship with your internal self and with the version of yourself you're creating. And you want to observe the version of you who you can't take with you, because in me saying this, I'm saying this because, oh, my stuff is about to die. My shit's about to die. One more message. Oh, why is there so much joy? Oh, you got someone really like, I'm just getting such a good energy from this. Oh, you got someone who really cares about you in your life. Like, someone really cares about you. and someone really loves inviting space for you, like not just because of like what you do, but because of who you are. Like, it's like you just really are such a good person. And like when I say such a good person, take that very lightly, because I mean take that how it resonates, because good could seem, it could be very, you know, traumatic to certain people. So when I say you are a very good person, I really mean when I say that, I mean you just, when you are around people that you actually care about, you really show your truest side in that version of you in that time. And everything you're doing is the energy out of love, and you're just such a loving person. And you're just so easy to be around. You're just so easy to, it's not hard to be around you, even when you're sad, even when you're down, even when you're like in your internal space. It's so easy to be around you because you're not raining on anybody's parade. You're not hurting anybody. You're not harming anybody. You're not being disrespectful towards nobody. You're non-judgmental, yet you're so internal, yet you're so external, yet you're so expressive, yet you're so free. You're just like all these things that creates magnetism towards you. And then there's someone who really sees that within you, and that person sees that within you because you see that within yourself. That's really the truth. They see it. They only see what you see within yourself. And you see a lot within you, so they do too. And this person's really probably deeply internal as well. You got a lot of I got a lot of reflecting to do about this message, because there's stuff coming up in my mind. Okay, there's stuff coming up in my mind, so I think my stuff is gonna die soon. And I still gotta get home. So I love y'all so much. But I will probably, you know what I probably will do? I'll probably come home and then like finish this message, but we'll see. We'll see, because I don't know. Maybe this is why it's getting cut off early. Because I don't want this bitch to die. I'm sorry. I can't let her die. She can't die because I gotta, you know, I gotta get stuff done. So I love y'all. Oh, I love y'all. Oh, I love y'all. Ooh. Ooh. And I hope y'all have a beautiful day, beautiful night, beautiful eat what the fuck ever. I love y'all. Bye.